You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down the block with a badass bitch. With my mind on the chips and it's not on my hip. Fuck then I dip, say I'm finna take a trip. You don't really want smoke, you ain't about that shit. I've been cruising down.
So this is my attempt to go under 30 on Neels Gap Climb up in the Chattahoochee National Forest. It's not insanely steep. It's, nothing crazy. It averages about 4%. There's a little dip in the middle that kind of throws that off, but not by much. It's not too hard unless you really want to make it hard for yourself, which is something I guess I tried to do today, but I think failed. It's a beautiful climb. It really is. There's parts of it where, you really need to look around you because you're in a really awesome place. It's about 7 miles long, so you're in for a little bit of time on the bike if you're not doing a lot of watts. So this is that little descent I was talking about, and it goes down to about -4%, so you're not going to be able to rip it like super crazy, 50 miles an hour, Sagan, Aero Tuck kind of type stuff, but you can get going on this part, and it's a good point to recover. And I think right as I came over the riser here, I got up to 185 beats per minute, and that's not insanely high for me. I can get up into, the mid 190s, but at this point in the climb, that's probably not the best idea. So I knew I could recover at this point, and I did. And I felt decent going into the rest of the climb, the last really 2/3 of it. And I think I might have dipped on the pace a little bit, because you'll see my heart rate later on only gets up to the, maybe 180, and then it stays like really close to 180, because I just didn't want to blow myself up, because I felt really good and I wanted to not blow up halfway on the climb, but that did not happen, and I had a lot in the tank at the end. this is definitely that part of the climb where you kind of have to look up and look around and just think to yourself, man, I'm so glad I'm on my bike today. Because it's a beautiful area. The Chattahoochee National Forest is amazing and has probably some of the best climbs in Georgia. Definitely the best ones I've ever done. And it's totally worth it to go up here. I mean, it's an amazing place. There's really stuff for everyone too, because there's climbs like this where pretty much anyone could go and do it if they just kept going. And then there's, climbs that are gonna, push you no matter how strong you are, like Brasstown Bald, which is definitely something on my bucket list, and watch out for that video coming up at some point, probably midsummer when I'm at my fittest. So this part, when you're doing it, this part looks super duper flat, and you just feel like you're going so slow unless you're looking at the elevation, because you're doing like 5-6% right now, but you just feel like you're going so slow because it looks so flat. So I was kind of freaking out, inside my head. I was like, oh no, this is not okay. And then I looked down at my computer. I'm like, never mind, this is fine, I'm okay, and just kept going for it, and just kept enjoying the view. So this is about the last, I think, 1-ish mile of the climb. And I thought I was way farther from the end than I actually was. So you can see my heart rate. I'm doing, it was 170 something. And bring it up a little bit because I realized, I'm almost to the end. I should try to go a little bit faster. And this part is always the hardest for me towards the end, because unlike that middle bit, it looks super steep, but it's kind of not. It's pretty on par for the rest of the climb, but it always looks super steep, and it's always pretty hard to push through this last little bit for me. So I'm just trying to, kind of hammer it, or at least hammer it for me. And I come around this bend, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is okay. And then, to my surprise, I think I look behind me in a second, and then this guy, the guy that I had passed, a while ago, and he just comes right past me again, and I was like, this is not acceptable. I dropped that guy a long time ago. How did he just get back on my wheel? And so I'm thinking to myself, all right, this guy is not going to beat me to the top, and I'm gonna start really laying it down, because I really want to get this guy. So I'm kind of sitting on his blind spot, just like seeing if he's gonna do anything crazy. And right here, I'm just like, all right, it's time to put the afterburners on, and I just kind of light it up for a second here, and I get about, I get a little bit of a gap on him. And in retrospect, I could have gone way harder right through here. I had so much energy left, and I did not pace this well at all. But I think, okay, I got him. We're done. And to my surprise, in just a second, this guy just turns on his afterburners and he just starts going. And I mean, he was going really fast for that grade. I mean, for how long we'd both been climbing, he was going for it. So right here, I'm just laughing to myself like, man, all right, you got me. And that was a good way to finish the climb. Definitely ended it for me on a high note. So yeah, it was a really fun climb. I really enjoyed myself. I did not go under 30. I missed that by 2 minutes. So I didn't pace it amazing, which is something when I eventually get a power meter is going to be much easier. But the live segment didn't work, and these are all just excuses to why I didn't go under 30. But definitely a climb you should check out. Hopefully I'm going to be posting more videos on this channel. I really enjoyed making this video, so I will definitely make more. So come back and maybe a couple days or a week or so.